Do you work from the characters out, or like when you, or does it vary with every different play? I'm writing a little bit now. I wouldn't say I'm that very good, but I'm trying. And the hardest part is rewriting, definitely. But I always wondered, some people work from a story and then they build into the characters. Some people have these amazing ideas for characters and then build a story around them. I was just curious as to.
I've worked in so many different ways. For years, I would just describe the setting for days. I would keep rewriting that, and I wouldn't allow any characters to enter until they actually demanded to be let in. And that's how I would start a play. I would choose a powerful room, powerful to me, infused with a lot of history and feelings, and I would just describe it, and then finally I'd let the characters come in. I recently started a play that's not like anything that I've done, and it's something that I've been thinking about for many years, this particular premise, I guess you'd call it, but I'm like, I can't do it because I don't have a main character. I just don't have, I don't get who's at the middle of this thing. And then I saw a video by an amateur dancer. And I looked at it and I went, that's it. That's the main character. And I was able immediately to start work.
Interesting.
Every time, certainly there's people that I can channel for days, people that I have known, and I know what they would say about anything you bring up, or I think I do. Those are certainly characters that I've employed from time to time, many different ways. But it's very interesting to come at it from a scenic angle, I think.
I've never heard that before. That's amazing. That actually helps a lot just to think about that, because I feel like then it would, the characters would, the idea of having the characters be invited into that setting in a way, it just, I think it would be easier to even come up with the characters based around the setting.
They're there, The idea really of coming up with characters is misleading maybe, because we contain multitudes, as Whitman would say, and we don't recognize it, We have dreams every night, everyone, even if they tell you that they don't. Dreams every night. Yeah. And it is a different reality than one we're experiencing when we're awake. And those dreams contain characters. Very often they don't say anything, or they say very little, but they are a powerful presence that we contain. I'm sure, if you have relatives that you grew up with, mother, father, sisters, brothers, and, you're faced with, let's say, a slice of apple pie. And now you say, you like apple pie or not. But you could tell me what your mother thought of that apple pie and whether she would like it or not. You could probably hear her voice saying what she thought about that apple pie.
That's true.
And that is a voice, along with all these other voices you contain, that informs your day-to-day, moment-to-moment experience of life. All those voices correlate to you every moment of your life, and you have to fight the you for a place in that chorus.
And also pay attention to the voices.
Yeah, I find that most people have more trouble paying attention to their own voice than they do to hearing all those other voices. They can't hear their own. They're drowned out by how much they hear. Wow. And that's a great thing once you recognize what it is.
Yeah. It's funny, we're talking about mothers and grandmothers. I was watching Moonstruck not too long ago, another amazing film. And there's a line in that film that gets me every time I watch it. And it's because it reminds me of my grandparents. And I forget her name, Julie Bavasso. Julie Bavasso. She's in bed, and her husband is standing by like a window or something, and she stands up just slightly, and she says, something, standing there in that light with that smile on your face, you look 25 years old or something like that. It's such a beautiful line. and so beautifully delivered. And I remember, and then his reaction is also so beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, just both that little section is just like, I'm like, wow, beautiful line, beautifully acted by both of them, and it just took me to another place also. And it reminded me of the pure love that my grandparents had, just a very, very pure love. And now that you're mentioning, we have all these voices of other people in our head. I was thinking, yeah, I could imagine my grandparents saying something, and it would probably be something that I could pull from.
Yeah, Odysseus, when he goes to the entrance to Hades and he talks to the ghosts one by one that drink from the cup of blood he was instructed to offer them. We all get to talk to those ghosts. We have conversations with them every day.
Mm-hmm.